What's good? What's good, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of The Urban Platform Speaks. This is a Sunday sports edition. I got my man Emmanuel in here. I got Clayton. My fault, fellas. I'm testing. I'm making sure the sound is good. I got my man Clayton in here, man. We're gonna get this show started. Go ahead straight into these topics, man. Let me see what we're going. Let's start off with the NBA first, right? And like the problems that the Bucks are having, the Lakers and the Knicks, they seem to be having some problems starting out. You know what I mean? And so, like, what team do you think like should we really be worried about? As far as like the Bucks, you think so?
The Bucks. Yep.
Clayton, you agree?
Absolutely. They 2-7 right now.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, I think it's the Bucks.
Yes.
Because if you look at the Knicks got to have time to gel together. They just put the Knicks together. The Lakers' woes is because Anthony Davis is hurt again.
It's hurt, right. When he plays, they win.
Right.
Yeah.
But the Bucks, they got all men on deck, all hands on deck. They got Doc Rivers sitting there coaching, and you can't win. And there's rumors about Giannis being traded.
Right.
Yeah.
Because Giannis, to a certain extent, he almost like forcing his hand to a certain extent. You know, like he letting it know that he's unhappy with the way the organization is going, and that if things don't change soon, that he might bail out on him.
Right, and I think it's because of the coaching, the way Doc Rivers coach. I just got to say it. I mean, everybody praises Doc Rivers. Doc Rivers as being a great coach and everything. Okay, he's won a championship, but you know, I don't necessarily see Doc Rivers doing what he needs to do to make them win.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Because Doc Rivers is coming to something that he's not building. He came into something that was already built.
Yeah, I'm gonna give Doc a little reprieve. I'm with you though. I think he's highly overrated, but I'm gonna give him a little reprieve because in Boston, what he had was a true point guard, you know, in Rondo. And Doc seems to be able to work well with point guards, you know, and I think I think that's still a necessity for a basketball team to have a quality point guard. And the Bucks don't have that at all, you know, and Doc almost won 2 rings in Boston. He went to a game 7 the second year and fell short. So I'm gonna give him a little reprieve, but Doc is overrated, and that organization in Milwaukee, the brass, they're just not doing the right things and putting together the right personnel for that team. I have no idea how you let Drew Holiday get away for Dame Lillard. He might have looked like a sexy pick at the time, but you got to look at what's a quality fit for your team and the talent that you have.
Yeah.
You know,
I think the Bucks' problems though really stem from management. When they allow Giannis to make demands and then they acquiesce to those demands, then that's where they went off. You know what I mean? Because it's obvious that Giannis is not he's not a general manager. He's a player. You know what I mean? And so
but a lot of players do that though. You know, a lot of players put their demands on the board and like either you do this or I'm leaving.
Yeah,
that's all part of the NBA. You know what I'm saying? The problem, like I said, I think it's just that, like you said, they don't have a true point guard, which will kill what goes on, because that means Leonard got to play point and make shots. So, you know, you're taking them out of this thing. And then the thing that got Milwaukee to be Milwaukee that we know is their defense.
Yep.
And they gave away the defense.
Their best defensive player, Drew Holiday, gave it away.
Milwaukee's always been Milwaukee, the championship Milwaukee team, because of their defense. It wasn't how much they scored. It was always about how much they let their opponents not score, which won them championships. They took their nucleus and took it away.
Do you think, Mike, Giannis influenced the Dame Lillard acquisition?
I think what it was is Giannis wanted somebody to be he wanted more of an offensive punch, right? And so they seen that Dame was available, and they seen that they could get Giannis. But I mean, they seen that they could get Dame. But the thing is, you traded a defensive player. You know what I mean? Your best
and a score.
But not only that, he's a facilitator. So
Yes.
he was good for Giannis. And I'm talking about Drew Holiday. Drew Holiday was good for Giannis. Drew Holiday was good for Middleton, when Chris Middleton.
There you go.
What's good, Tom?
There you go.
Well, what's that and what you bought?
What's good?
There you go.
Tom, we talking about Drew Holiday, his effect on the Milwaukee Bucks, offensively and defensively. And so they missing him in both, you know what I mean, both aspects as to what he brought to that table, you know, offensively and defensively.
Leadership too.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Leadership too. Well,
Yeah.
And Mike, ask Tom who he think he should be most worried about. The initial question that man answered. Yeah.
Yeah. So initially, all right, we saying that 3 teams early out in the season are having issues, right? You got the Knicks, the Bucks, and the Lakers. So which team do you think have the most, like, should be the most concerned about their organization and how it's running, how the season going?
it's always going to be the Lakers.
You think so?
I don't have no expectations for the Lakers though. So I don't know how, you know what I mean, how much you should be worried about them because I ain't got no expectations for them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But the Knicks, I don't know, man. I still got to see how they gonna look as the season go on, man. How they mesh together, man.
Right.
You still got to see how that goes because making that move, man. I don't know if y'all heard. I heard that the Knicks might be in play to try to package. Karl Anthony Towns putting together a package to try to get Giannis because Giannis supposed to be.
Wow.
Yeah, I heard that.
Wow.
We was talking about that on Fox Sports Radio.
Yeah.
And see, and you know, but I heard the other package was Miami's putting together a package to get Giannis.
Yeah.
Wow.
They the only one.
So,
Some other teams trying to get stuff to try to land them. That's for sure. I just heard. I thought that.
Let me say something. Hey Tom, let me say something about that package of. Now that makes, when you talk about the Knicks maybe willing to package Karl Anthony Towns, right? Then that makes you know that they really not that. They wasn't really sold on him from the beginning, because if you have a mission for him from the jump, and you say, well, all right, he going to help us do this or he going to help us do that, then you know what I mean. Then you might be more committed. So that's why I didn't like that. I didn't like them bringing Karl Anthony Towns to the Knicks anyway. I didn't dig it.
Well, Minnesota wasn't sold on him. Let's be honest about him. Minnesota wasn't sold on him. I mean, come on now. Look where they went. Look where they went to the playoffs.
Yeah.
And then the next thing, you trade your big man. You know what I'm saying? Minnesota wasn't. There was something that was going on underneath everything that we don't know about as fans, broadcasters, podcasters, and all that with him, that now the Knicks know, and now they trying to dump, if that's the case.
Crazy. That's crazy. I mean, you're not even 15 games into the season, and he already. That's crazy.
I look at that. That's, I agree with what man said though. You know what I mean? He won your top league. You know, one of your leading scorers, and you get rid of him after y'all knocked off the defending champs last year, which was Denver.
Yeah.
Y'all quick to part ways with him. But as far as that Giannis thing, they might say, well, let's go get Karl Anthony Towns, not really knowing that Giannis might be tradable. And then when they, the word, the rumors going,
it comes out.
Yeah, like, oh, say, yeah, y'all can have him.
Right.
We get Giannis, you know what I'm saying? So,
yeah, I feel you on that, Tom. It's like shit. All right, I got Karl. I might can use his scoring, but if Giannis become available, shit, I'm gonna dump him too. Yeah.
You know what? That would be a great idea for Milwaukee if they know they got a rebuilding coming up.
Right. If
they know they got a rebuilding coming up, you trade him. You get all the first round draft picks you can get from the Knicks. You get Anthony Towns. Then you trade Anthony Towns to somebody for some more draft picks and rebuild.
They're saying the Knicks are like the only team that can give up players. They said OKC, but they said they don't see OKC in the mix. They say the Knicks the only team that can give up, that have the assets for the pick as well as some players.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I think the Knicks got to be very careful with who they get rid of, though, because success is fragile. You know what I mean? Because they had a good thing going on last year, and that chemistry, like you can't always predict chemistry. That's why when they got rid of Dante DiVincenzo, I thought he fit that chemistry. You know, and bringing in somebody like Carl Anthony Towns gonna give you more points. That's true. But that chemistry, man, I think is important, and that's why the Knicks went to. You know what I mean? They went as far as they did last season. You know what I mean? So
I think if they could have did one-on-one for Randall, for Carl Anthony Davis did it.
That would have been great. That would have been dope.
I think DiVincenzo was like the throw-in to make the money match. You know what I'm saying? I think he was the throw-in to make the money match. Yeah.
And I think,
but I'm a hold to what Man's saying though. What are they right now? 5-4. So it's only been 9 games. And sometimes when you get new pieces, like Man said earlier, you might got to take time to see how they gel too. So
it's going to be a learning curve definitely for the Knicks, right? That's why I think out of the 3 teams that I mentioned, like the Knicks, the Bucks, and the Lakers, they the ones with probably like the least amount of worries, right?
Because the Lakers' whole problem is health. Yeah, that's their problem is health.
It's age, man. Because I think that I don't think the Lakers situation is gonna get no better. Like Tom said, you don't have no expectations. I just like talking about the Lakers because they just you got expectations for them?
Well, I don't know, man. AD missed games, but out of all the games he played, like the other night he played against forgot who they just beat. But he scored like 39. Like when he's been playing this year, it's been on a different level. And that team has been looking different. Yeah. So
hey, I would say this, and just don't hold me to it, but just listen to it. I can see the Lakers trading Davis to the East and going with draft picks because they got to rebuild. They know once LeBron's gone, Anthony is not, his health factor is not going to be somebody they can rebuild around. They know it now. You take him, you trade him to one of these teams like the Heat or Indiana that needs a big man that can score. You get them draft picks and just start to rebuild.
Yeah.
So I can see the Lakers by the time the draft deadline come up, I can see them secretly shopping Davis.
Well, look,
just because they can get something for him now.
Yeah, but what having LeBron on the team though, with having LeBron on the team, even this year, would he block the Laker trade of AD because of his own ambition?
If I'm LeBron, I'll be like, I don't give a fuck because I'm retiring next year any goddamn way. I think LeBron's retiring next year. If the Lakers want a chance of winning within the next 5 to 7 years, they really got to get off the old man tip and get these younger stars in there right now.
I agree.
And they got to rebuild from the ground up because if you really look at it, their whole starting 5, okay, is not really caliber of the we can build around. You can't even build. You can't even.
I think you build around AD. I think you build around him.
Well, see, I would think so if this was maybe 3 years ago, but he's hurt so much now. That's my key. He just hurt. Like every time you turn around, you hear Anthony Davis is out 4 games, and he almost bad as the dude from Philly right now. In my case, neither one Embiid. Yes, neither one of them dudes can play ball now.
He played a lot last year, but yeah, I see your point. But the Lakers, they still. I think if you got AD to anchor them, I still think you might be able to get some free agents to come. I don't know if they want to, wipe the floor clean and start all the way over from the ground up. But
especially while LeBron playing, I just can't see LeBron surrendering to that idea.
Yeah, but sometimes if you're an organization, sometimes you just got to understand it's time to rebuild.
I agree with you, man. I agree with that. I'm just saying. For whatever reason, they seem to concede to what he wants. But go ahead.
It's been too late from the jump. I think they should have been building or building around Anthony Davis probably since day one because LeBron hadn't been himself since you know what I mean? Like he hadn't been able to carry a team since I think of like they won that bubble championship.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
And let me ask you guys this, because AD is on Clutch Sports, right?
Mhm.
Isn't he an agent of Clutch?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And does he have a no trade clause in his contract? Does he have a say?
I'm
Can
not.
AD
I mean,
himself
I'm not sure.
stop a
but
trade? You know?
but yeah, but if you look at it this way, if I'm AD and let's say I get
Mhm.
traded to the Knicks, let's just say I get traded to the Knicks. Okay, I have a better chance of winning the championship with the Knicks than I do with the Lakers. So
Mhm.
at some point in time, I gotta look at my legacy. You know what I'm
I
saying?
agree. I agree. I'm
And
just
and
saying he.
and if you do that thing that Philly does with Embiid, bringing these
Mhm.
older players in, thinking they're gonna win championship with Harden
I
and
agree.
now Paul George and all that, it's not gonna happen.
I agree. I'm
You just,
just saying I know
yeah,
he's got some loyalty to his agency, and I remember him telling New Orleans, "Y'all better get rid of me because I'm not gonna play for you." He kind of said that in so many words,
He did say
forcing their hand.
right. He
Yeah,
did.
forcing
Yeah,
their hand. So
and look how
yeah,
good New Orleans is right now compared to what the Lakers are.
absolutely.
Anthony couldn't
Absolutely.
keep up with New Orleans if he was in New Orleans right now.
Right,
Them
right.
boys run up and down the court like it ain't nothing.
Like it's nothing. Yeah, they
Right.
young legs.
Yeah, them
And
young
maybe
legs.
JJ Redick in his mindset, maybe he may influence or have some kind of say with management, Rob Plink and them to listen, let's do what's best for the team moving forward. Maybe,
Right. I'm
you
just
know.
saying that in the Lakers' process of trying to build a great team, right now you have pieces that you can trade off, which is Anthony Davis.
Yes.
You can't trade
Yes.
LeBron, but you can
No.
trade if you can trade Anthony Davis because they're the only two pieces of your team that anybody's worth talking about. If you can
Okay.
trade them to get some draft picks, you do that
Okay.
and start to rebuild the Lakers franchise.
Okay. Okay.
I'm on the fence with that one. I don't know. I'm on the fence with that one because when he's healthy, he a top 5 player. I think Anthony Davis when he healthy, he a
But
top
how?
5 player.
Yeah.
Hey,
He's showing that. Yeah, he leading
You
so
right.
so is Embiid. So is
Yeah.
Embiid.
Right. That's true. That's true. You know what I'm saying? You're right. You're right.
But it don't matter what Philly puts around Embiid, he does not win.
Mm-hmm.
And you can't
Hmm.
say that Philly has never tried to put stuff around Embiid to win.
Yes, they
They went
have.
from young to old, the older, the oldest. Shit, they could put Jesus on that team. They'd have put Jesus on Philly to play with Embiid.
If both of them healthy, who would you take? Who would you rather have? If both of them healthy,
If both of them healthy, I'd rather have Embiid.
I'd
If
rather
both of them
have
healthy,
because he gonna play defense and be not.
Wow, that's a tough
true.
question.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Andy Davis gonna play defense and be not. You know what I'm
I
saying?
would, I would, I would make my decision based on the personnel I have on the team too.
No, you start.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, yeah,
Starting with them. No, you starting with
yeah.
them. Which one you taking? You
Yeah,
starting with
If
them.
I'm starting with them,
Yeah,
which one I'm taking?
yeah.
Woo! See, I don't like Embiid. I just think Embiid. I think both of them play small. To be honest with you, I don't think either one of them play to their size.
Right.
So
Right.
if I'm starting out a franchise, I ain't fucking with neither one of them. I might grab Giannis up, or I might try to go like in the direction that Denver went with the Joker, stuff like that. I don't know if I'm interested in them two.
Yeah, I mean,
You
because
know?
let's just put it face forward. When Embiid came in the league, he wasn't really he was a big name, but it wasn't doing anything. When Davis came in the league,
Yeah,
he was a big name, really didn't get nothing accomplished.
yeah.
So you got to
Street.
my point would be what I put, like you said, what I would put around them, and how I will build my team would be the deciding factor. Like if I know I'm
Extremely
gonna have
talented.
if I know I'm gonna have a good shooting guard and a really good small forward, then I'm thinking I'm going with Anthony Davis because he plays that defense and he can still get the low post. But if I know that I got to spread that floor out really bad, I'm going to go in Embiid.
You are.
Yep,
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with Embiid.
I think. All right. So at this point in time in Anthony Davis' career, can the Lakers really expect to get much with him? You know what I mean? Like, number one, he don't stay healthy, and number two, you say like he is very productive when he out there on both ends of the court, right?
Yes.
But you got to remember though, like he up in age too, as far as in basketball years.
He's the great trade bait
And then
for those
That's
for
all
those
they
teams that
have.
right there, for them teams that right there at the cuff. He's a great
Yeah.
trade bait.
you're not getting really, if you take it off the floor, you're not really getting that lack of accountability with Anthony Davis that you do with Embiid. You don't really get the finger.
That's true.
You don't really
That's
get
true.
everybody else's fault but me.
Yep.
You understand it's the coach's fault, it's James Harden's fault. You really don't get it with Anthony Davis. You know what I'm saying? When you pretty much take hands on me. You know what I mean? Embiid, you know what I mean? He blamed the water boy, he blamed the trainer.
That's true.
See, and you're absolutely right.
No, this way.
You're absolutely right. And like I said, if I'm one of these teams that I know I need a big man to get over the hump, somebody like Miami, somebody like Indiana, that I know, I'm calling the Lakers and be like, yo, what can we do to make this happen? Because Anthony Davis, when he's on the court, he plays and he takes responsibility. That's the part I like about Anthony Davis. So if I'm Miami,
better for your team, your locker room, leadership. You right.
If I'm Miami and the Lakers say, give me a first and a second round pick, let's do it. Send him over here right now. I'm giving, especially in this draft coming up, which is not a big man heavy draft coming from college right now. And if Anthony Davis can give me 3 productive years, I'm taking him. If I'm somebody like Miami or Indianapolis.
The flip side of that, though, why would the Lakers give up a productive big and they can't get one in return? Look at that.
Because
the Lakers side of it.
Because the Lakers, because even
back, why would you give a big up? A big time big. You're not just giving up somebody to fill space. You're giving up somebody, like at the top of the league. So why would you get that up? And the draft coming, you won't replace it.
Because if you're looking at, if you're a franchise and you're looking at the next 3 years, Anthony Davis, even with Anthony Davis, you lose LeBron, are you even still in contention in that West? That West is younger, faster, and just more dominant right now than what the East is. So the Lakers got to get to that point. Right now, they're so far away from being OKC, Minnesota, Dallas. They're so far away from these teams that they have no chance at it with Anthony Davis running in that system.
But don't you
think they have to get younger?
Don't you think, though, getting rid of Anthony Davis for question marks puts you further behind?
Yes, but the question marks, if they first round picks, they give you the opportunity to rebuild within the next 3 to 5 years.
It all depends on your philosophy with it. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather have a superstar than not. But I see what y'all saying, though. You know what I mean? I see what y'all saying. Y'all make some good shit.
But I'd rather have a winning squad than have a superstar not winning. Because let's be honest with you, OKC, I can't name one player on OKC without looking at the board. But OKC is mashing. And they killing. Everybody in the West is scared of OKC.
Cleveland another one.
Cleveland another one. Exactly.
Undefeated, 11-0.
I can only name one player on Cleveland, Donovan Mitchell. But Cleveland killing. It's that young factor in the NBA right now, that run and gun that makes everybody say,
right there.
This is what I want.
That's it. And that's what basketball has come to. It's all about pace now. You can destroy teams with pace.
And I don't know if any of y'all remember your boy from Atlanta was on the trade blocks last year?
Trae Young.
Trae Young. He was on the trade blocks last year. Atlanta wanted 3 first-round draft picks for this dude. 3. That's let you know how much Atlanta value who he was.
You gotta ask for the star, the moon, and you know what I mean. You gotta ask for everything, even if you don't get it. You ask.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Ask for the universe so you can get a couple stars, right?
That's right. That's right, Clayton. You know what I mean? They might laugh you
like
out,
that.
But you still ask.
I hear you.
So y'all basically think like it's just gonna take the Knicks. It's just gonna take give them a chance, right, to gel and see how things turn out.
When you have to at this point, you have to.
Exactly. You can't.
And the good part is they playing in the East, so they will have time to gel because the East is not separate. No one is separate. Cleveland's the only team that's separating themselves.
Cleveland and Boston, right? Cleveland and Boston, yeah.
So they have time. Unlike the West, where you got 5 teams, you can ramble off that any of those 5 teams can win.
What is the Pacers doing?
Indiana. Tyrese Halliburton and all them.
Yeah, guys. What are they doing? They was in the thick of things last year.
Right.
Yeah, I don't think they started off. I think they like 3-4 or 4-3, something like that. 4 wins
Wow,
and 3
okay.
something like that. Yeah,
Okay.
they like in the middle of
They're in the
things,
middle of the
right?
pack.
I thought they would carry that momentum over into this season too, and come
Yeah.
out, with confidence. And that's
Yeah, in the
interesting.
East, I don't even think it's two teams that's really dominant. That's Cleveland and Boston.
And I think Cleveland gonna come back towards the pack a little bit. I think Boston really the only ones that you can really like count on at the end. You know what I'm saying? I think Cleveland might come back to the pack.
I agree. I like I said, I agree to Cleveland coming back to the pack, but I just think that like with those Donovan Mitchell and what's the point guard that's with him? He nice.
Is it Garland? Garland?
Yeah, Garland. Yeah, Garland is nice.
Yeah.
And they had some nice defensive pieces over there in Cleveland.
Yep.
So they going to defend, you know what I mean? And so I think Cleveland going to be,
And then, like you say, they get out and run too.
Yeah.
And Boston playing the long game beautifully. They'll sacrifice a game here and there, rest Jalen one game, but they playing the long game.
Man, they already know what it takes. They the champ.
They already know what it takes.
Yeah, they know what it takes, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Hey, hold on. I know we got something to talk about, but can we talk about this rest thing in the NBA?
The what?
The rest factor in the NBA now that everybody's talking about and doing. Come on, are we really talking about rest right now? I mean, come on, man.
You know what?
I'm just saying they playing the long game. That's all, man.
As podcasters, can we co-sign the rest thing though?
No,
do we co-sign that?
No. As a basketball fan, I don't even, man, when you watch Magic, Mike, and Bird and all those dudes play, man, Dominique and them guys, man, they went hard, man. You know what I mean? They took pride in playing every game. Isaiah Thomas, you know what I mean? Them guys, even if you only had a 12, 15-year career, man, them dudes, man,
they left it all out there.
They play every game.
If I'm a season ticket holder and I'm going to see my guys play, and then you're going to tell me, oh, well, the Stars only going to play 3 of the 9 games at home. I'm like, yo, what the hell? Can I get my money back?
Well, see, this NBA put in them game limitations where you winning an MVP award and things like that. If you don't play at least, what's the game? Is it
75, I think.
No, it ain't.
70.
I thought it was 60 something.
I thought it was 65 or something.
I thought
it was. I thought it was. That's the
measures they have to take now to ensure people, players get out there and play. They got to put something like that in, but you're not eligible for all NBA teams. And a lot of guys' contracts are incentive based. That if you make first team, second team, third team, you get more money. So that'll be their incentive to try to play more games. But the contracts now are so crazy, man. They be like, man, I don't care about that, man. I'm gonna get paid either way.
Let me ask y'all this.
Get paid either way.
Let me ask y'all this. How did y'all feel about Joel Embiid saying he wasn't gonna play back-to-backs?
As a Philly, if I was a Philly ticket fan holder, I would be like, yo, give me my money back. I want a refund. If he can tell me he ain't playing back to back, I'm gonna tell you what games I want to pay for and what games I don't.
That's crazy.
Man. Even if you feel that way, to come out and verbalize it, man, it's just weird, man. That's the culture we in now, though. That's the culture we in now. You know what I'm saying? That's weird, man. And
that's a great way to have the
ratings, though. I think it reflects in the ratings because
the NBA is down.
The players we don't get serious until the playoffs. Then the fans be like, well, we don't get serious until the playoffs either.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So
you're right, man. Them ratings, Mike. Yeah, that's right. Them ratings are down, man, and they trying to do stuff to try to get ratings back up.
Hey,
ratings back up. Yeah.
Speaking of that, are they going to do that tournament thing they did last year in December?
I hope not.
I thought that was implemented into
the mid-season tournament.
Yeah.
It didn't start in December, right? Doesn't start in December?
Yeah, it's like December.
Yeah. They doing it, far as I know,
Right, that's what I'm saying. I thought that was like a regular implementation into the schedule. I could be wrong.
That's
I,
corny.
I heard nothing about it, but like I said, like you said, I thought it was the corniest shit I've ever seen.
That's corny.
And you want to you want to take advantage of March Madness and the tournament stuff. You set your playoffs like that. Don't set your fucking mid-season tournament and then give it
to try to get more viewership. You know, they add little gimmicks and you know what I'm saying, stuff like that to try to get more people to tune in, man. That's part.
Man.
They suffering now as far as numbers and viewers, man. They are. They really are.
Somebody got to figure out something because that tournament is not the thing to get it.
And I can't even tell you last time I watched the NBA game from beginning to end. I can't tell you when I watched the NBA game to the final buzzer.
The last 4 years, I don't start watching the NBA until Christmas. Christmas Day.
Yeah.
Christmas Day. When I first watched.
Yeah,
I did enjoy the Sun Maverick game the other night.
Yeah.
That went down the stretch. They was trading buckets at the end. I enjoyed that game.
Yeah.
That was decent, but yeah.
So let me ask you a question. Do you have more interest now? I know I have. So let me ask you guys this. Do you have more interest watching the Summer League games or the beginning of the NBA season?
Summer League.
I like Summer League too. And
see, them guys trying to get a job. Go ahead, though, Mike. Mike.
This is where the NBA, in my opinion, they mess up because a lot of people like me and Tom and a lot of people do watch those Summer League. And so why not take advantage and try to get that momentum from the Summer League and turn that into the regular season? But yeah, I watch the Summer League, and some kind of way they gotta have that momentum swing from the Summer League.
How do you do it? How do you suggest they do it, though?
Right.
Well, I was watching this. I was watching the podcast where the dude was suggesting this. Because these NBA players are so adamant about not playing all these games, shortening the NBA season. And this way you're shortening the NBA season, you're prolonging the Summer League to give these guys more chances and more fighting ability to make these teams.
I'm going to tell you why that's not going to work, though.
I look at it like this, though, man. Even if you don't extend the Summer League, by you shortening the season, guys won't have to take as much time off because they're not playing as many games. You know what I'm saying?
And that's what the point he was saying.
Right.
He was like, yo, if these guys complain about playing so many games, take some of these games away, shorten the league. Right. Because I'm gonna tell you, when they had the shortened league, was the bubble? The bubble was a shortened league too, right?
Right. Yeah, it was.
Every game counted. You couldn't take a game off when it was in the bubble, which made basketball even better.
But isn't some of what makes the Summer League so appealing is the desire within those players and how hungry they are for it?
Well, yeah, but I guess it's the fact that it's the reason why it's there. You know, you got the hungry players playing, so you can play during the summer, during the winter, during the spring. Long as you have your hungry guys trying to make the team, that to me is is much more better than watching the beginning of the NBA.
I hate to say it.
Though, I think why that's not going to happen. Number one, they're not going to shorten the season for financial reasons. You know what I mean? Because the owners and everybody used to make that money. Number two is old basketball fans like us. We used to seeing like 82 game season, something like that. We used to seeing 82. We've seen players do it for so long, so we know that. Like when a younger player come out and say that season is too long, we know from experience and history that it's not too long. So,
but us older heads
will go back to playing less games.
But us older heads is not a bulk of the big viewing audience anymore. We're a dying breed, so they got to do something to energize a new base.
And you got to also remember, our style of basketball isn't what they're playing now.
They don't play that.
They're playing that European style basketball. So basketball is changing from us. So when you go from an 82 game season to maybe like a 68 game season, you know, that shortens the league, but at least you get your players out there that the fans want to see all the time, not just on certain days and rest days and all that other stuff.
Yeah.
So I mean, like I said, if the NBA can change to European style, I don't see why they can't shorten the season from 82 to 68 games.
Because the owners going to spend less money in our pocket.
I don't really.
That's true.
Yep, that's
Well,
the.
this what can happen though. This what can happen though. The sponsors ain't really seeing a return on that money they've invested. So the league promises them 82 games, okay, and you can promote your product and all that. But if I'm not getting a return because ain't no fucking body watching, eventually them sponsorships can put pressure on the NBA and say, listen, we have to do something. We have to shorten this because you don't have the audience for it.
But they still got a huge deal, though. They still just got that huge TV deal just now. So, you know,
but that deal can always be reworked and restructured.
That's what they because next year.
Let me ask y'all this. Let me ask y'all this. Somebody just brought up that European style of basketball, right? Do y'all think that the European style of basketball, do y'all think that's hurting like the quality of the game, like the quality of basketball that we watch and get played? Do y'all think that Euro style is hurting?
For us,
I wouldn't say hurt. Yeah. For old school people, it is because we're not used to it. But as the NBA, if the NBA wants to be a worldwide league, which I think in the next 10 to 20 years, that's the ultimate goal, to be a worldwide league. They have to change their style to fit, and this is the beginning of what you see of the changing of the style.
Yeah.
Because everybody, just like the NFL wants to be worldwide. They don't want to have just teams in the continental USA.
Okay, man. I think that European style, man, is not something that I enjoy watching. That style of ball, I necessarily don't. You know, what I mean, it's less defense, more 3-pointers. I mean, no post game thing like that. I really don't. I'm really not a fan of it. But you know, you probably got some of the most exceptional athletes, man. You know, playing the game today than has ever had. But it's not.
They're athletic. They're athletes, but they're not skilled though. You know what I mean? Like,
you're right.
We talking about like back in the day, you was more efficient. Like you wasn't dribbling the basketball 4 and 5 and 6. You know what I mean? Like Harden do. You'll dribble, you'll get to a spot, and you'll pull up. Bernard King. We talked about Vinny the microwave. Remember? You know what I mean? Like them dudes dribble once or twice, get to their spot, and then pull up. Now you got James Harden. He could dribble out the whole time clock, and then when he give it to you, you got to immediately, if he'll have
shoot. But look what the Europeans gave us. They gave us terms like the Euro step, which in our years is a travel. They gave us terms like a stretch center, which is a center that can shoot the ball from the outside. What the hell is a stretch center? You know what I'm saying?
And listen, Mike.
A stretch center, that's what he is. He a guy who's scared to go down that paint and bump.
Yeah.
And get the buckets. That's what a stretch center is.
Right, but that's what I'm saying.
When you got a young audience, though, when you got people tuning in that don't know that game from yesterday, right? And they see a Wemby. They see a Wemby coming down, doing what he's doing. They see all these 3-point shots. They see the up and down, the highlights, the alley-oops. Man, they throwing alley-oops now like it ain't nothing. You know what I'm saying? And that could be fascinating to a young audience, right? So they don't know nothing. These guys ain't skilled.
And you got a good point. You got a good point. Because let me put this out there. I watched the NBA TV about a week and a half ago. And they were showing, now NBA TV used to show all the older games and stuff. When I first started watching NBA TV, they were showing Magic versus Jordan, Bird versus Jordan, Isaiah, Chicago versus Detroit. Now, all I see is the newer type style basketball, Seth, going against, somebody else and they shooting all around and stuff. So the younger people won't even see what basketball truly was in our day because the NBA is not even pushing back to that no more.
They're not.
And that's how it goes. They usher in a whole new generation.
Right.
That's how it goes. That's not new. The thing about it is, man, the way the basketball was played that we might be endeared to, the physicality of it and stuff like that. A lot of people didn't like that. We liked it. You know what I'm saying? We liked it because it's like you had to earn your keep. We liked it But other people, it really wasn't good to watch. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, they losing viewers like us now, but it's a different type viewer. Like man, it's a different type viewer now. So they want to see the up and down. Like Clayton said, they want to see the alley-oops. They want to see the threes. So they're catering the game to those type of viewers. The thing is with them, they got a million other things to do and to watch and things like so they're not tuning into it long term. You know, they only watching like the highlights and things like that. Or like I've been doing. I only click on the game and I might only watch it first, second, and third quarter, and then I click to something else. So you know what I mean? So they can't hold them. They can't hold them. So they want this wide open style, excitement, shooting threes, Euro step, man, and you know what I'm saying? All of that is to try to get viewers, you know what I mean, and stay live.
The NBA losing one major element to the game, and that's the drama. People love watching drama. Our era of basketball, because of the physicality and stuff, it created a lot more drama and a lot more storyline. You know, where this up and down stuff, they losing some of that.
And you know, compete, it seemed like the way they used to. They don't.
You know why? Because it was more of a science to basketball back then. Like even for the fans, like it was more of a science. You know what I mean? Like professional basketball players was professional scorers. You know what I mean? And then so if you take one thing away from a ball player, most likely he had two or three other things in his bag that he could do. It's not like that now. You know what I mean? It's just all athleticism. And it's really not really all that appealing.
What made the Olympics so thrilling, though? That drama that came down, that show that Steph put on in the waning seconds, the 1-3, then the other 3, and they was on the verge of all that stuff, man. That was really exciting.
You know what's behind that, though, Clayton? You know what's behind it? It was a will to win.
Yeah.
See, in the NBA night in, night out, you don't see that. You don't see that competition. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, I'm going to go at this guy. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to go at him. I'm going to go hard at him. That's why you say guys playing in the offseason together now. You know, it's not like I want to go hard at this guy. It's almost like, oh, man, we cool. So you do your move, I do mine type thing. You know what I'm saying?
But see, I agree with you with that will to win, because back in the day, too, you had to actually be a champion to get a lot of these endorsements and stuff like that. But now everybody got shoes, everybody got commercials. There's really not a lot of incentive to win like it used to be.
Everybody got
as an old school head, as you mentioned, the Olympics that just passed.
Yeah.
Did you have more enjoyment watching the Olympics that just passed or watching that first Dream Team play?
Just the Olympics.
I think this Olympics was more exciting. I love the Dream Team because I just love Michael Jordan. So, of course, anytime he playing, I wanted to watch. Right. But this last Olympics, that was thrilling.
Because that was thrilling. Even. The playing field is more even than it was.
That was thrilling.
Yeah. Guys was going to blow everybody up. It wasn't.
So, man, wait a minute. What was your question, though? You said, did we get more enjoyment out of it?
Yeah, which one you got more enjoyment out? I got more enjoyment out watching the Dream Team.
Yeah, I did.
I got more.
Even though I knew the Dream Team was going to blow people out, I had two dramas that I was watching. I was watching to see if they would have lost, and then I was watching to see how all these superstars put together played. Right, how they played. That was the two things I was really interested in. This Olympics that just passed, you know, I wasn't really excited about it because the way they put everything together, they put it together so it seemed like so it could be a lot of drama. You know, hey, we're not going to start Jason Tatum. We're going to put this person there. It was like they was making the drama up to keep us to keep us watching it. You know,
I'm gonna tell y'all a secret. I was rooting for them to lose.
See.
That's why I was so excited, because as much as I was rooting for them to lose, them motherfuckers grabbed my heart. I started pulling for them at the end.
This, Clayton. Did you think it was a chance they could lose?
Yeah, absolutely.
That's why I watched it.
Yeah.
It was a chance that they could. But they wasn't going to lose. You know what I'm saying?
Right. But look at the drama. Look at the drama they had impacted within that whole thing. You know, they was making up drama, but they didn't have to make up the drama. You know what I'm saying? So to me, it was just like, let's manufacture some stuff to keep everybody interested in what's going on.
That's what they
Media, though,
do
man.
now, though.
The media doing it, though.
They manufacturing drama. They manufacturing history. That's just like what's going on in LA with LeBron and his son. Like that's all manufactured. You
Right.
know, it's all manufactured.
Yeah.
But all right, man. So, y'all got anything else to add about the NBA before we move on to the NFL?
No.
All right,
Nope.
so I want to start off, man, with talking about that Thursday night game, man, with the Ravens and the Bengals, man. That that was a good game. What do you think about the Ravens and the Bengals?
It was thrilling the way it ended. I like how, in the fourth quarter they started trading touchdowns. You had explosive plays, but neither team has a quality defense. Cincinnati can't tackle a motherfucker.
Yeah.
Baltimore can't cover a motherfucker. And to be honest with you, I just feel like it was fun to watch. But Lamar, like I say, he did what he does. He's having a great season. Derrick Henry, I was shocked, that the Bengals bucked up a little bit in that first half, slowed them down a lot. But the Ravens got lucky too, because they had that call at the end with the 2-point conversion that they got some home cooking. So the Raven fans can't keep saying the league is against us. The league is against us. They got that home cooking because that could have been a personal foul, on that last play.
Man, on that 2-point conversion. No way you don't go to them. No way you don't
Chase. That you don't go to Chase.
No way you don't go.
I agree. And I'm gonna say this too. They also got lucky because around 4 minutes left in the fourth quarter, when the Bengals had tied it up and the Ravens got the ball back, Lamar threw that pick. He almost threw a pick and dude dropped it. That would have ended the game because Cincy could have just ran the ball, ate the clock, kick, and won. So they got a lot. They got some breaks. So, it was fun to watch, though.
No way you don't go to that boy. That boy was cooking all night, man. 3 touchdowns, 11 catches, 200 yards. No way you don't go to him.
I didn't like the play call or the design of the play, but I'm going to be honest, because Chase was covered on that play. He was covered.
He's never covered.
I hear you. Right. And that shit sound good, but
listen to me.
He was covered on that play, man.
I'm telling you, he's never covered. One-on-one, that's like I'm covering him. Well, one-on-one is like I'm covering him.
I didn't like the route. I didn't like the route he was running. Like if you just give me one-on-one on the outside and I can throw it up,
that's fine because they wasn't going to him. The play call wasn't going his way. That's what I'm saying. You designed a play where the ball going to him. That's what you do. And I don't care. I don't care.
But I think in every play that's called, you have routes and you go through progressions. Any and every receiver pretty much can be open to the play coming their way. Depends on what route comes open. Now, sometimes you have specific plays directly for them. And I agree with you. Call something strictly for him.
We know it's always option 1, option 2.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah,
always option 1. Always.
He was cooking them niggas though. What did he go for 300 yards? How many yards did he get?
Like 260 something, man. Like
that was ridiculous. Man.
3 touchdowns, man. Come on, man. I'm coming to him, man.
Yeah.
I don't care. If I get picked off, it's a 2-point conversion. So, it's the game right here. It's the game right here. So,
Man, what you think about? Did you watch the game Thursday?
I was at the game Thursday. So,
okay.
I mean, to me, like I said, when they played last, a couple weeks ago, it was close as well. You know what I'm saying? To me, they should have went for the field goal. Okay. And the reason why I say that is because Baltimore hasn't been playing defense all game.
Yeah.
Okay, so you rather go in overtime facing that Ravens defense instead of doing what they did.
Let me tell you why I disagree, man. Lamar Jackson just scored a touchdown 4 straight times. They can't stop him.
But they can't. They
give him the ball. I'm not gonna take a chance and let Lamar get that ball back, man. He just scored.
But when it comes to overtime, even if you give the Ravens the ball back and they score, you still got a chance to go down and score.
No, they score a touchdown, you don't.
Yeah, you do.
No,
They still, yes, that's they do.
they do.
You do, huh?
Man, but what Tompkins saying is, if the Ravens win the toss
Right.
and they go
right.
down and score, the game over.
The game
No,
is
it's
over.
not. It's not, guys. It's not over. The other team gets a chance to go down and answer.
If it's a
That's
field
the
goal,
that's the new overtime rule.
no,
If you kick the ball, guys, I'm telling you,
man, listen, that's in the playoffs, man.
it's not in the playoffs.
No. You got a point, man, but this is how it works. If you stop them, listen, if you get it and you get stopped and the other team score, you get the opportunity to go down
No,
and
guys,
answer.
I'm
But if
telling
you
you.
watch the
Look it
Chiefs,
up. Look it up. This is how.
Let me take you back to the Chief game the other night against the Bucs.
That's just what I'm about to say.
That's what happened. They went for overtime.
Right?
Todd Bowles decided to go on overtime. The Chiefs won the toss. Baker Mayfield raised his head up like shit. We gave past the ball. They drove right down and scored. The game was over.
Right. That's what I'm saying. The Chiefs just did it. They scored a touchdown at the winning coin toss. Game over. Now, if they kicked a field goal, Tampa Bay would have got the ball.
Right.
But they scored a touchdown. So game over.
Game over. Now, if they would have kicked a field goal, man, the game not over.
Right.
If they score a touchdown on that first possession, the game over.
The game is over. That's right.
Yeah.
It's just that. All right. So that game, like I said, it was just the Ravens had to win it. The game meant nothing to Cincinnati. The Ravens had to win it.
Let me ask y'all this though. Do y'all think another part of the reason why Cincinnati went for 2, right? Like usually you the kind of move that they did, you do that at home. That kind of disrespect the Ravens defense when you're gonna go for 2 in somebody else's stadium, you know what I mean, just to get that game over with. Like I thought they would have played it safe when you on the road, like man said, you play it safe and you take them into overtime.
Well, one of the reasons to go for 2 on the road is because you're on the road and it's been a short week. You just played Sunday. Now you on a Thursday night and you on the road. You don't want to go to overtime if you can help it. You're trying to win and get out of there.
Yeah. Stop Lamar. You just showed 4 straight times.
And plus you can't stop Lamar.
Hold up. But they couldn't stop Chase.
They couldn't stop Burrow either.
Wasn't nobody stopping nobody.
With this 2-point conversion, you confident. I'm going to Chase right here in 2-point conversion, and I'm ending the game right here.
I think both of you make a strong point because either way, it's 50-50. You're going to try to win it, that's 50-50, or it's 50-50, you get the coin toss. So both of you guys have a straight point, but I think the team was thinking about the health of the players, the fatigue. They just got finished playing Sunday, short week, we on the road. This is where you just try to get the game over with.
Yeah, I didn't even think of that. I just thought it was disrespectful to go for 2 in somebody else's stadium. You know what I mean? I'm like, man, come on, man.
Hey, gentlemen, I got a peace out.
All right, man.
All right, gentlemen, appreciate it. I'll see y'all next week.
Yes, sir.
All right, no slide too, man. We got engagement, man. So I got to slide too.
All right,
okay, all right.
All right, fella.
Call later on.
Yeah.
All right. Well.
Yeah. So I mean, I'm gonna cut the show short this week too.
Okay.
I already told you, you know, I mean, I got some other things to do.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we pretty much covered, you know, what I wanted to cover anyway. I appreciate everybody for tuning in this weekend.
Let me give them my pick this week real quick, Mike.
All right.
It's gonna sound crazy, but take Jacksonville in the 7 against the Vikings.
Oh, just
the
for the
points.
Oh,
take the points. Yeah.
No doubt.
If you bet out there, and I'm no expert, disclaimer, but I like the Jags getting 7 at 1 o'clock. That's it.
All right. That's cool. Yeah. That's cool.
All right, man. I appreciate you. Thanks for the plug.
All right, man.
Been great, man.
Thanks for tuning in, Jim, man. Check us out next Sunday. We'll be back at 11 as always, man.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So, yeah.
All right. Peace out, Mike.
All right.
What's up, bro?